Hello folks, your friendly neighborhood dragon overlord here. Welcome to my lair in the land of Battlerite. But before we get on to the show, I'd like to say if you're new here and enjoy my content, please smash the subscribe button. Also, if you like, dislike, or would like to comment on my videos, please do so as you see fit. Today we'll be doing a spotlight on Ashka, the Molten Fury. He's a ranged class from the Northern Empire of God Timon. It's a masked creature specialized in dark sorcery and pyrokinetic powers, casting devastating fire spells on his opponents and avoiding close combat. Don't be fooled by his size. Ashka's inner demon strikes fear into all who face him. Let's actually get onto his customizables here. He has a couple different outfits here that change pretty much everything on him. Being the best one, I think, is actually the Scorched. It looks best on him. Onto the weapons, you have the basic bracers. As you can see, it'll be right here on his arms are his weapons of choice. Then he has the furry armbands, and finally the masked cuffs. You can see there's a little mask on it with glowing eyes. Of all of them, personally, I like the Scorched furry armbands combined with the Scorched outfit. And then he has his couple different poses. Just a little thumbs up and flame on. Okay, now let's actually get into a training match to show off his moves. Okay, we'll start by turning infinite energy and no cooldowns on. From left to right, he has his fireball move on his left click abilities. Launch a fireball that deals 12 damage, reapplies ignite on impact. Ignite does 8 damage over 6 seconds. We'll just do that one real quick. Boom. But as you see, it doesn't normally just put it on there. Ignite has to be placed with another move. Such as on the right click, he has Firestorm. Launch 3 Firestorm projectiles. Each projectile deals 14 damage and ignites the enemy. So we'll do a little Firestorm. Throw it on him. And then if we click this, boom, it reapplies the ignite. Just keeps it going nice and up and up and up. Then we have the space move. It is Searing Flight. Transform into fire and travel to target location, dealing 10 damage to nearby enemies. And we'll actually do that over here. Going through them. Boom. As you see, 10 damage where he lands. Then Q is Flame Strike. Engulf an area in flames, dealing 20 area damage and stunning the enemies. We'll do it right here. It's because it's where the cursor is. Stun. Nice. Then you have the E move, Molten Fist. Turn into a fist of magma and dash forward. Inflicts snare and knocks the enemy back. Let's do this right here. Boom. Knocked him back and we bounce back to where we were. Then we have the R ability, Firewall. Summon a firewall at target location. The wall blocks projectiles and ignites enemies that pass through it. We'll actually need to go down here with this one. Before we can go to this moving enemy down here. Place a firewall right there and see he is on fire. Then you have the ultimate Infernal Scorch. Transform into a fire elemental and dash forward, dealing 36 damage and igniting enemies. Scorches the ground below you, dealing 4 damage every half second. I'm gonna actually go up here and do this on this guy. Boom. And see, he's ignited now. On to the EX abilities. Ashka has a couple slightly different EX abilities than the normal ones, as the other ones, they all take only 25 energy. He actually has Searing Fire here, which takes 50 energy. It says transform into pure fire and travel to target location, dealing 10 damage to nearby enemies. I'll actually go ahead and do this one. Pure fire. Let's do that one again so we can demonstrate it a little bit better. And travel, boom, and see his pure fire. His moves are powered up right there. And then he has on the Q button, Molten Chains. Give rise to a lava stream, inflicting petrify on surrounding enemies. We'll do that right here. It's around him. I had not used this one before, sorry. Boom. See, they're petrified now. Now on to the Battlerites. For round 1, you have Char. Flame Strike scorches the area, dealing 12 damage over 3 seconds and igniting enemies. So, like I said, Flame Strike is the Q button. So we'll throw this one on and hit Q right there. A little bit more damage. That's really nice. It's nice and nice. And then you have Blaze. Searing Flight increases movement speed by 50% for 2.5 seconds. The next fireball inflicts Ignite. That's self-explanatory. And then you have Knockout. Molten Fist knockback force is increased by 30%, and knocking an enemy into a wall inflicts a 1-second stun. Then for round 2, you have Wildfire. Firestorm launches 1 additional projectile. As you can see here, you'll have an additional. You see he has 4 balls around him instead of 3. An additional 14 damage there. Then he has Lava Punch. Molten Fist cooldown is reduced by 1 second, and hitting an enemy further reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds. And Fire Ward. Searing Flight grants a shield absorbing 14 damage lasting up to 3 seconds. Then round 3, you have Heat. Firestorm Bolt. Bolt hits reduces the cooldown of Searing Flight by 1.5 seconds. Then you have Ember Fire. Flame Strike heals you for 14 health for each target hit. And Conflagration. Fireballs traveling through firewall turns into firestorm bolts. So if you use this one, then you have the firewall is here on R. Let's actually back up here and put the wall right there, and then you click through it. Let's actually do that again. R right there, then we'll shoot here. See, it turned into that fireball. Nice and big fireball. Then you have round 4, Inspiration, of course, like many of them have. It increases the maximum energy by 25% and energy gained from abilities by 10%. Then you have Slayer, of course, and many of them also have this. It's just 20% increased damage to targets below 30 health. And lastly, you have Magma. Ignite reduces target's movement speed by 12%. This one is special to Ashka alone. This is the one I'd probably go with, so you can ignite the enemies and they just can't move as fast. You can ignite them pretty easily with just the Firestorm if you hit. I mean, you have 3 to 4 bolts of a chance to hit, and they'll be 12% slower. Then round 5, the final round, you have Molten Shackles. Infernal Scorch inflicts 50% snare for lasting 3 seconds, which can be pretty bad on them, or should I say pretty badass, should I say, not just bad. Pretty badass due to the fact that if you get your ultimate on them, not only can this trap them in the spot, it could trap them on the fire, doing more damage. And then you have Everlasting Fire. When Infernal Scorch ends, you transform into pure fire, causing your fireballs to heal you for over the next 4 seconds. So, I mean, it's kind of a tough choice. I would personally go with Everlasting Fire. You get your ultimate off, and then you get your fireballs will heal you. It's always nice to be able to heal yourself, especially if you have nothing else that can heal you. But this has been a quick overview and spotlight on Ashka. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. But before we go, don't forget to check the down below, as I'll have links to this game's Steam, as well as links to my contacts such as Twitch, Tumblr, and Twitter. And I hope you have a wonderful day.